Like there's currently a massive amount of hidden censorship that is done by Google. Like there's currently a massive amount of hidden censorship that is done by Google, and by, frankly, also by Facebook and Instagram, and people have no idea about this. And by the way, the Google censorship might be the most pernicious because it's very easy for them to just nudge a link onto the second page, and there's that old joke of what's the best place to hide a dead body? Well, it's the second page of Google search results because nobody ever looks there. That's pretty important to say, hey, did Google nudge a search result to the second page? Because that'll drop how many people see it by a factor of 10 or more, maybe 100. There's a whole bunch of that happening that's very subtle.
Do you read any legacy media outlets?
I mean, I read a lot. I really get most of my news from Twitter. It is the number one news source, I think, in the world at this point.
Yes.
And thus, all the more important that we strive to be accurate. And it's not just a question of accuracy, but we also need to allow the people to develop the narratives that are of interest to them. So it's possible for news to be technically truthful, but they're still deciding what the narrative is. Like let's say you took a photo of someone and they had a little zit. Now you could zoom in on the zit and make it look gigantic, like Mount Vesuvius, and it is still true that they have a zit. It's just not the size of Mount Vesuvius, and it doesn't properly reflect their face. But you could say, like, well, it's true, but have they lied? They've just happened to zoom in on the zit and not look at the rest of the face, type of thing. So what I'm saying is that that choice of narrative is extremely important, and at the point at which if there's only, like, say, half a dozen editors-in-chief, or maybe even fewer than that, maybe it's only 3 or 4 that are deciding what the narrative is, what's going to be on the front page, then that's a form of manipulation of public opinion I think the public often doesn't appreciate, and is perhaps the most pernicious of all.
That's right, because it's the most subtle.
Yeah, it's the most subtle. They haven't said an untrue thing. They've just chosen what they're going to focus on.